Well, hello everybody. I have to re-record the audio because when I was doing that and recording the audio, it made a lot of noise. So here we are. We're taking some photos from the internet and we're going to import it into ibis Paint to create, you got it, a collage for somebody you love. Maybe you live somewhere far away from these people and you just want to send them a photograph to tell them you're thinking about them. So, you pull out photos that you have of them, which is not from Google, but I'm using Google people. And you long hold it on your gallery app and you extract the background. That's if you have a newer phone. If you have an older phone, you have to do it the old-fashioned way and extract the background yourself or take it to the internet. I'm not going to tell you how to extract background. You should know this by now. Here we are, uploading all of our layers into ibis Paint one by one. I found all these beautiful people, and it's going to make my collage that much more beautiful because beauty attracts beauty. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Sexy with his glasses. Okay, I think that's all, folks. We're gonna be picking a background here because nothing screams collage like a good old background. In this case, it's a green fern I took outside my backyard. How gorgeous. How extravagant. Now we're going to move the background to the background, which is at the very bottom. Things up top are at the top, things on the bottom are at the bottom. And then I'm going to turn off all the other layers so I can work one layer at a time. Start with this young gentleman with his arms stretched out all the way to the right, with a nice smile and his fingers on the left side. Wow, how extravagant. This young lady over here, they're such good friends. Look at them, they're smiling so big. I'm gonna set this aside somewhere that looks like it belongs. I'm not here to teach you how your eyeballs work. You can figure that out on your own. We're just gonna play with this and make sure everybody's seen. Think about this. You have friends and you want to send pictures of your friends to your friends. You want to make sure your friends see their own faces or your face. If you put somebody's face over somebody else's face, it's gonna look really weird. They're gonna say, wow, Julia is hogging all of the space. Can't believe her. She made the collage and she made it look bad. They're never going to forgive you for that. So, we're just going to make some room, make some people bigger, make some people smaller, put people in the front, put people in the back. Play around. I decided to make the background a little bigger because it seemed like it was hidden by that guy's big old hat. So, we adjust as we move along, You have to ask yourself, what do you feel? What is, when you look at this image, what do you feel? It's not about what you see half the time, it's about what you feel. Okay, let's go to effects. We're going to give everybody their place in this photograph. Right now it feels very, very static, very one-dimensional. We want to do a three-dimensional. We want to feel like everything is popping out. So we're going to give them drop shadow. I love drop shadows. Go into drop shadow, adjust it so it looks to your feelings. And then we're going to give it to every single person on this image. Look how beautiful they start to look. They don't look like a two-dimensional drawing. They look like a three-dimensional figure stuck in a box and want to be released. And that will be the job of whoever you send this collage to. They can release these people from their two-dimensional prison. But at least they'll look like they're three-dimensional. Okay, so we've given them their backdrops. Their shadow drop, and we forgot about the most important person. Look at this. I forgot about this young lady. Let's call her Julia too. Look at Julia sitting around all up on top of everybody. We're gonna go and find this little box that says normal on it because she's probably normal and maybe she's not, and we're gonna change it to something completely different. Click on all of them until you like what you see. Right now she's a part of everybody, and maybe that's what you're going for. But that's not what I'm going for. I want to do something different. So I'm going to put her to the background and only put her on top of the background so you can still see her friends. Her friends are thinking about Julia. They're saying, wow, Julia, rest in peace. Maybe she died. Or maybe she's getting married and they're all thinking about her. And they're like, yay, we're so happy for you. You finally found a guy that's not a douchebag, right? And maybe the douchebag is this guy that I'm about to highlight in Glitch. Like, wow, forget about this guy. See, he doesn't even look cool anymore. He's like, an alien or something. Don't forget, don't think about this guy. Why do we even put him in this photo? But, you know, you do what you want to do. I'm gonna add him a little bit of something because maybe he's special. Maybe he's the guy that she's marrying. Who knows? But you have the freedom to do whatever you want, is what I'm saying. There's a lot of effects that you can play around with. There's a lot of paints that you can use. I also like to draw some hearts from time to time. So look at this. Draw a heart, draw some more hearts, and make sure you use a proper layer. Right now I'm using that guy's layer, which I don't like to do because I like to keep things separated, like that one song by the Beatles. You know, so make your own layer and then draw some hearts over there, and then you can put it up, down, side by side. You can draw it all over everybody or just a couple people. Okay, so we have our own layer. We're gonna put some hearts on there, and boom shakalaka. Save that thing, print it, and send it to your friend. They'll be so thankful. By the way, I made this while I was on the toilet pooping, so it shouldn't take you any longer than that to make this as well. Otherwise, you're just dilly-dallying and wasting time.